Guys, before you go on to this clip, please don't forget to press the subscribe button for more content like this. We post all our clips on this channel from the podcast. I know you're going to enjoy this quite a lot.
I think AGI will not come from large language models.
You will have to explain why that is the case. Because I think the case you're making is large language model and the reasoning is not sufficient for AGI level intelligence.
Yes.
But the methodology of reasoning is insufficient, right? That's what you're saying. The way it reasons.
No.
Then what is it?
No. If it has been thought of before, it's in language.
Sure.
That's not intelligence.
You're saying language and intelligence are different.
Completely different. Exactly. You cannot come up with new original ideas of doing things that humanity has not seen. Just because you put mumbo jumbo in language and one language says this is how it is done. That means first of all, the very premise of using language to create new reasoning or new arguments or new language means it's already been thought of by someone somewhere. You're just repurposing the words. Just by changing words is not intelligence. Like, a simple way of describing this is, you come up with a simple reason you simplify some idea, or you use very complicated words to describe the same thing, like in legal terms.
Sure, right.
Legalese is, very complicated words, legalese that only legal experts can understand to explain what the simple problem is. That is not intelligence. And that is what
LLMs are doing.
Original ideas come from observing the world, being aware of where you are, and coming up with some solution that may not be unique, but that is your own. It's come from within. I'll give you an example. My 9-year-old kid, we go skiing and stuff. He's an expert skier. I turn my skis much more slowly than him. After a couple of days of skiing, he said, "Dad, you know what? I think we should make electric skis." I said,
They
"Why?"
just work on their own, huh?
Yeah. So that you can turn more easily. It puts some power. That is original thought. That is not, let me see how skis are done. And you know what? He went and he built some Lego-based skis based on motors. And will that come from an LLM? No. So we are fooling ourselves. We know language so well. Like, I am XYZ. I can speak in the most finest of terms. And LLMs will help you refine your idea to phenomenal. It sounds, oh my God, this has come from somebody who's super well educated. But there is no new idea there. It's just the simple idea is, written in a very eloquent form. Eloquence is not intelligence.
Right. And I took a class in intelligence and language once, as a matter of fact. So right on the money of the subject we're talking about. And I remember my professor, who's actually a legend in the field, he started off by saying, listen, I don't know how to discuss consciousness and intelligence properly because the best understanding we have is language. So we'll talk about language first. And there's a very famous debate in the tradition between B.F. Skinner and Noam Chomsky. Noam Chomsky, most people know. Skinner is like the father of psychology. And the debate is very similar to the LLM problem, where Skinner says the way kids learn language is that they put together a sentence and see what adults do in response, or the world does in response. And by this trial and error, they learn language through a method called behaviorism, which is I do X and Y happens. Chomsky, who had just graduated out of Harvard when Skinner was this huge legend who propounded this theory on language, Chomsky says, listen, if that was the case, then there would never be an infinite number of sentences. Because if the fact that there are infinite number of sentences that across languages grammar has a similarity says that language comes from a source that is not behavior. That language is a kind of code that the mind understands. It's built into the technology of the brain. And so at that point, behavior and language became very separate. And it was established that language has a source of its own. It does not come from just stringing together a sentence, which is what LLMs do, right? And so you don't think LLMs will become super intelligent because they're just
still
stringing
operating
sentences.
in the box of knowledge that already exists. of the internet.
Right.
It may be a very vast knowledge base,
Right.
which consists of billions of parameters or however many tokens that they're doing and processing, but it's already been thought of.
It's predictive text. Is it similar to predictive text?
Totally predictive text.
Right.
100%.
Right.
The whole LLM basis is its tokenization of language. If these are the words, however long your input is, maybe an essay, maybe one sentence, whatever, this is most likely the output. It's just predicting the output. Well, that's good. It's intelligence.
Right.
For example, the way I use LLMs is to put down what I want to convey to somebody. Let's say if I'm writing a proposal to you, I'm just saying, in the proposal, put A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and then we're on the same page. Just write it for me. That's not original idea. Original idea is coming up with a new product that doesn't exist, that solves some problem for someone. That won't come from, I can't ask this thing, hey, tell me what are the skis. It may be intelligent enough to say maybe perhaps electric skis, maybe gasoline powered skis, maybe that's okay, but this is language.
It's
Mumbo
repurposing
jumbo.
existing ideas.
It's
right.
repurposing existing ideas.
Right.
Original thought comes from within, from experience, from doing things by yourself, from imagination,
Right.
from letting your imagination run wild,
Right.
from asking yourself questions. I mean, think of how did I come up with this whole showreel idea? Simple. First, I said, what is missing in Indian education? That I had the similar experience to yours at Caltech. I got a D when I wrote my first paper because I just repurposed what was written in the books.
Yep.
And the professor said, what is your idea?
Right.
I've read those books too.
Right.
That's what happened to me as well. So now we've got similar experiences. It's not unique because we come from a different
similar
system of thinking and knowledge and school of thought. The other experience I had at Caltech was I took a course in solid state physics, physics of semiconductors.
Sure.
So, first of all, you need to know what a semiconductor is. Coming from India, you don't know what a semiconductor is. And the very first class, the professor was like, all of semiconductor theory is based on the diffusion equation. And I'm like, what the hell is he talking about?
There's too many words I don't understand.
And then I go back, I read the book, and the last chapter talks about the diffusion equation. So the professor, because Caltech is out there, expected everyone to already have learned and read the first 11, 12 chapters. In India, everybody is spoon-fed.
Yeah. We go to class to read those chapters with the teacher as if we can't do it by ourselves.
That's it.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God, I have to run over here. I can't just walk. I went back and tried to read as much as I could before I went to the next class so that I understood what was being said.
Every week, you do about 200 to 500 pages worth of reading before you go to classes.
That's it.
And it's unheard of in India. It just doesn't happen.
That's
right.
it. That's it. That is true knowledge. You're running with it. You're aware of what's going on, and you're solving problems in real time. You're making decisions in real time.
You don't think the LLM-based AI models as they exist today understand what they're being spoken to? Like, if I... No, they don't understand.
It's pure tokenization.
It's pure tokenization.
That's it. Pure prediction.
Pure prediction. Like, phone software would do a lower version of it, a lower resolution version of it.
That's it.
So understanding as a phenomena has not happened in machines.
No.
And you think AGI, as your conception, will understand
Yes.
what is being spoken to it?
Yes.
Isn't there I remember this is way before the modern AI revolution that happened in 22. I think 2018, 17, 16, I was reading Kurzweil, and Kurzweil has this prediction that by 2030 or something, singularity will happen. Have you come across that stuff at all? Have you met him?
No, I haven't met him, but he's in my neighborhood, Singularity University, this, that. I
Right.
mean, listen, all these pundits don't know anything. They are just taking wild-ass guesses.
It's a guess, sure.
And anytime people try to make guesses based on time, I think they have an intellectual problem. Time is a man-made construct. Things don't happen because of time. Things happen because of what happens in the environment. Like I mentioned.
Right.
I mentioned timing, but the internet or the world was not ready for a Dropbox like idea in 2001. It was ready in 2008, and that time period of 8 years was because everybody had massive bandwidth. Now, massive bandwidth could have happened in 4 years, or it could have happened in 20 years. So when somebody uses a time scale to predict outcomes of events, I know they're lying.
You don't think it's a educated guess?
No, it's not. It's just a wild ass guess trying to show that you know stuff. In fact, in my humble opinion, they don't know anything.
You think it's all like, acha, theek hai, so you don't give it any weight at all?
Nothing.
And so you think we're far away from AGIs?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. It could happen in a few years. What we are working on could be AGI.
This human-machine interface. Tell me
Yes.
about it. What is this?
It's a new way of visualizing data
Okay.
and displaying data.
And it's still visual?
It'll be visual.
It'll be visual, so it'll be a video, and I'm absorbing data faster from that video. I'm learning faster from that video.
Yes.
And is it going to be available to everybody? Is it
Whole
free?
world.
Is
Free.
it free?
Well, initially we will start off with a limited release
Sure.
to make sure that we get all the kinks worked out. So it will be a closed beta user group initially, but eventually the goal is to open it to all 7 billion people who have smartphones, or 8 billion, or however many smartphones there are. My instinct is everyone will use it.
And so it's not a insertion in my head like what Elon's planning at all. No, this is a video-based platform that you're kind of building. Are you at liberty to discuss more, or is this something you want to keep under the wraps?
I like to keep it under the wraps because
Sure.
we are not too far away from releasing the first version.
Okay.
Literally 3 or 4 months away.
Okay, right, beautiful, very interesting. I'm going to pry a little bit. Tell me if there's something you don't want to talk about. But I'm trying to understand, how does one capture 100 times the data in the same amount of time? Can you not answer that question?
We can answer it. We're going to display data to you, and I can't say any more than this.
Right.
In a spatial way. A spatial representation of data. Not a 2D representation.
How'd you come up with this idea?
I've been working with the team that's been working on this for 14 years.
You've been building this product 14 years.
Not me, but the team.
The team has been.
Yeah.
And what capacity are you involved in? Are you the CEO?
We don't know.
You figuring it out.
We're figuring it out.
Okay, and is this team based out of the Bay Area or here?
No, the US.
Oh, okay.
This kind of, in the most respectful way, this
Right.
kind of thinking is absent in India today.
Right.
But we need to encourage this kind of.
Guys, if you're enjoying the clips that we are putting out on this channel, you can consume all our podcasts in small clips right here. We chunk them together and release them just for your convenience. Do not forget to press the subscribe button.